Well, howdy, 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 everybody. Teresa here, and
Brad.
wow, see what I'm dealing with today, Brad?
I got a little overzealous.
Holy moly! You better just dial it down, homie. Dial yourself down. My face. Okay. Now, where's my notebook? There's my notebook. Anyway, it is Monday, July 2nd, 2018. It is 8:08 p.m. 2 days away from my birthday. And 2 days away from the 4th of July. So, let's do the weather. It's smuggly out. But I'm not complaining. It hasn't been near as warm here as it has been in so many other places. So, I cannot complain. I gotta... So, anyway, sorry about that. Something catches your eye. Okay, it is 84 degrees. Feels like 93. The high today was only 87. The low tonight will be 75. Mostly sunny. We have 20% chance of rain tonight. Humidity is at 76%. The wind is at a mighty 4 miles per hour from the southeast. The air quality is at a 26. The sunrise was at 6:39 and the sunset will be at 8:43. So they're saying we have 33 minutes left of daylight. Run outside and get yourself some. Right, honey?
Yeah.
Right? So, obviously, we had nothing to talk about all weekend since I did not do a video all weekend. I didn't have any major topics or anything. I did have a few, but I decided that they really weren't that important. I didn't want to... you got to pick and choose what you really want to talk about. I mean, is your opinion really that important on this topic or that topic, or is it just something that you just kind of let go? Because, you know, what some people might like to do isn't what everybody else likes to do. So, you know, pick and choose your battles. And excuse my husband while he's shaking his water bottle.
I'm shaking my can.
Shake it. Okay, hurry up and shake it. We're going to pause for a moment. Do we do a dance with it?
No.
Is that all we get?
That's it.
Well, really?
They don't get it. You do.
I'm being quiet now. Friday. Brad was at work. And I cleaned house. And then he got off work and we went to the store to pick up a few things. I wanted to pick up, you know, those inexpensive, the craft paints. Folk Art makes them, Deco Art, Apple Barrel. And they're like 50 cents. Some are more expensive, but the basic matte colors are 50 cents. And yes, honey?
No, I'm just waiting for you.
Oh, well, you're standing there looking all weird at me.
I can't help the way I look.
Did the dog eat out?
No, the dogs have just been out.
So what are you doing?
I'm just waiting to see if you tell them how many bottles of paint you bought.
I don't know. How many did I buy?
42.
42 bottles. But I didn't... See, okay, silly me. I started doing acrylic pours. When I first started doing acrylic pours, I had a lot of that type of paint, right? I mean, not a massive amount. Not as much as Angie had. But I had some. Well, I decided to use it, you know, while I was waiting to get my other flow acrylic paint. I used that. And so then I used it, and I didn't have it, and that's the kind that works well with the airbrush. So anyway, I went and bought the 42 bottles, which equaled to $21. 21 bottles? 21 bottles, or $21. And that's not bad for getting like a lot, you know, multiple shades and, you know, basically your whole rainbow, you know. Then I, you know, sat and I labeled them. I put a little bit of paint on the lid of each one to show what color it is and organize them all, you know. You know how we all do it. And I was excited about getting those, though, because You know, I really do love that airbrush that he got me. If you guys are ever interested in getting an airbrush, let me look on Amazon. He got me the airbrush system. He told me to look for it and everything, and it was $50 for the airbrush and the mini air compressor, and it really is nice. Then I watched some videos on how to and hacks, and then it really made sense on what I was doing. So then we stopped and got dinner. I think it was last night we stopped and got dinner. Saturday night, was it? Or did we stop? Yeah. Friday night we just picked up a couple of pizzas from Walmart to have for dinner, and then because he had to work the next day. So Saturday night was date night, and we went and got dinner at Hardee's because we had coupons. I know, you guys, I'm a coupon queen. Okay, if I can save a buck, I do. And so we had these coupons. It was a pretty good deal. So we went and did that, and then we were watching a movie. And while Brad was at work, I painted. I finished a painting. You'll get to see that Friday. It's a volcano one. And I did some loom knitting. Yesterday, Brad was home, and we just kind of relaxed. And then in the evening, I only really need cleaned house like every third day now. The house just doesn't get that dirty. And I'm not going to be a slave to my house. As long as it's well picked up and stuff. But every third day, I do clean all the house. And I usually now do laundry on that day too. Because I just like to get it all done. And that way I've got a couple of days where I can, do more crafts and more cooking if I want, or whatever. And so last night I told Brad, I said, well, I need to clean house. And he goes, what do you want me to do to help? And so he vacuumed and basically did all the flooring. And I cleaned the bathroom and did all the dusting and stuff. And that was really nice. We had it all knocked out. We did the speed stuff in about, 15 minutes? Yeah.
We blasted through it.
Yeah. No fooling around with us. And then today we ran and got lunch at Subway, and then I just did laundry, and Brad did yard work in the morning. He pulled some weeds and stuff, and I did a bunch of laundry. And
well, I kind of wanted to look to see what we had to work with on putting that ramp in for Missy.
You're gonna do 2 of them, right?
If there's enough wood.
Well, it's too hot.
Yeah.
If you're gonna have, I'd like to get 2 of them because, in the daytime it's too hot out there, really, and it works out better to let them out.
Okay.
But then at night, I would let her out the front lot.
Yeah, because it's closer and easier to get to.
Well, and better lit.
Yep.
And so he's going to have to build. He doesn't have to, but he's going to build a couple ramps for Missy because she just had trouble with. She's long, okay? So going downstairs and stuff is kind of hard for her, and, she'll still run around the house and stuff, and you saw earlier how when we came home, she was kind of jumping up on me and stuff, but, we can tell that basically there's times that she's very sore and stuff, so Brad's going to just build her a couple little ramps to help with that. Because actually what it is, honey, is because those steps are so wide, but they're just wide enough that they're not wide enough for her really to get her whole body on it. And so she's used to part of her on one step and part of her up on the other one. And that's because, like, the little steps that come off the bed, she does well on.
Yeah.
But those, Yeah. So he's gonna do that for her.
We're gonna get her taken care of.
Because she couldn't live.
Well, how old was Boomer?
Boomer was what? 18 when he passed.
I thought he was 19.
Was he 19 when he passed? And Missy's got no problems except for, she's got that tumor underneath her tail, and it's not getting any bigger or anything. And as long as you keep it clean, you know, it's no problem. And she's just old enough that they don't feel like it's necessary really to remove it. And we agree. And we don't really want her to be put under anesthesia at her age, if we can help it. And other than that, just some arthritis. So, you know, I mean...
But she still has maximum attitude.
She has maximum attitude. She has maximum spunk. She'll still be chasing Charlie through the house. You know, or playing with Nixie, or just jumping up on me. Or I cleaned her rear end. I always clean her rear end anyway, you know. And, you know, well, you got to help a sister out, man. So, I was cleaning her, and then I always give her a treat when I'm done. And so I put away the stuff, and you know, I didn't give her a treat because I forgot. She's sitting there, she keeps nudging me with her nose. Nudging me. And finally I look at her and like, oh, crap, I forgot. I hadn't given her a treat. She was not going to let me forget. But, you know, we've been keeping a close eye on the dogs. They aren't liking the fireworks too much, of course, like everybody else's dog. I'm not mad about anybody shooting fireworks. It's not their fault that some of the dogs are scared of it. People aren't doing it to be malicious. I know a lot of people seem to get real mad about it, and it's up to you whether you're mad or not. But I just choose to go, you know, if I were younger and stuff, I mean, we never lived in an area where you could in Wyoming. But, you know, if I were younger and stuff and we had kids, we might be shooting off a few ourselves. You know, we plan on staying home 4th of July. Part of the reason is I don't want the dogs to be here by themselves and be scared of the fireworks and stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
That's never fun. Oh, my light turned.
Oh.
And I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. One thing, we haven't said anything lately. But we've gotten some bad news about Brad's mother. She's in her 70s. She's probably what? Close to 80?
She'll be 78 here in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So
she's be 78. And you know, she had, was it about a year ago?
Yeah.
She had,
it's almost exactly a year ago.
She had a back surgery. And coming out, she did fine with that and stuff. But coming out of it, they thought she had what appeared to be some mini strokes that compromised, what was it, the left side of her body?
I believe so.
But there was no evidence. Any of the tests the neurologist did and stuff, there was no evidence. They couldn't really figure out what it was. And further testing, and she was home for a while after a long stay in a rehab and stuff. And in a care facility, and then she was home for a while, and it just got to a point where she couldn't be home any longer by herself, even with a caretaker coming in and helping. And so she's been in a care facility, and now she is in a long-term care facility, nursing home. And what she had is progressive. I gotta look it up.
Yeah.
I have to look it up, people. Okay. Let me see. Progressive supranuclear palsy. And it is something similar to Parkinson's, but not exactly the same. And that is what Dudley Moore passed away from. It is very, very rare. We've been told it's not genetic. But eventually she will basically lose ability to do anything, basically. And so if you guys could give her prayers that she's not in too much pain, and you know, that she doesn't have to go through too much, you know, and prayers for the whole family. Brad and his sister had a really nice long conversation the other night, and they, you know, it was good to see. They were getting probably closer than they've ever been, actually, really, in their whole life, and you know, they've been working really well together with, they both are, her executors.
Yeah.
And stuff, and, you know, have to make decisions together and stuff regarding the house and stuff. They do have maybe an offer on the house. You need to call your sister.
Yeah, but it's going to be like 6 months before anything.
I know, but you need to call her right away, honey. 6:25.
I know, but she's not even home from work yet.
It's 6:25 there, babe.
Oh, okay.
But there's a real narrow window because his sister goes to bed pretty early and stuff. So you know, so they might have an offer on the house. Just somebody who has approached them. It's not even listed for sale yet. So we'll see. But yeah, that's what's going on there. It was kind of a shock. It was sad, you know, to see. You don't want to see anybody go through a hard time and stuff. But you know, I mean, everybody's going to go through something as they get older. They get lucky enough to get older, I mean, you know, but it's still a hard thing. So, anyway, that's all we really have going on, and I'm going to get off here so he can give his sister a call. Remember that I love you guys, and tomorrow is I read comments aloud and answer them, so I will be doing that. And I hope everybody is safe, warm, and cool in this heat wave. Stay cool. All right, love you guys. Talk to you later. Say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Bye, guys.